What is going on, everybody? Zyonik here, and regional invites have gone out. The Silph Arena, Silph.gg have announced that regional invites have gone out, so you can check your email that is attached to your trainer card, or you can check on the website after being logged in. A little tab down menu will come up saying you are invited to regionals. Right now, we don't know what the cutoff is. It could be, I've seen reports of people who are in the high 4,000s who got an invite, so we don't know what the cutoff is yet, but time will tell. So congratulations if you guys did get an invite. I did get an invite myself, currently ranked in the 2000s, so did get an invite there, so really excited for that. And for anyone who didn't get an invite, don't beat yourself up. It's okay. This is the first season. There are many more to come. Just be sure to focus in on the Nightmare Cup and do as well as you can for that going forward, because that is going to be Season 2. So today's video is just going to be some regional cup battles against the creator of PvPoke.com, Kakuna Matata. This was some awesome fights that we had, so I hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, getting right into the first battle, I'm going to go ahead and lead with Metachan, and he leads with Skarmory, so this isn't a good matchup for us. So I'm going to look to bail out of there. I am going to go into my own Skarmory for the mirror match here. And I don't have a second charge move yet, but that will come. We're going to go ahead and get off this Sky Attack here, just to start chipping away at the enemy Skarmory. And if you guys were in the Boulder Cup, you know how this plays out. But he bails to his own Metachan. So I'm like, okay. Alright, he's going to get a power-up punch here. I'm going to let it go through. This is alright. We're going to go ahead and get a Sky Attack off, either to do a ton of damage or burn that shield. So we do burn the shield. Now he is going to get another move off, but not in time. I'm able to get this second Sky Attack off right here. So this is beautiful. He does decide to shield, so we burn 2 shields, which is great. I'm going to go ahead and let the timer go down a little bit so my switch out clock is ready to go. I bring in a Azumarill so that I'm not taking having to use shields here, because we can soak a lot of damage. He is going to get a couple moves off, which is okay. Azumarill is very tanky. Power Up Punch not going to be doing a lot. We're just going to charge up a ton of energy here, guys. He's going to get another charge move off. We're deciding not to shield. We need to save those shields for our Metachan, because remember, he has Skarmory in the back. So now we got some energy. He has no shields. We're going to go straight into Ice Beam. It's a Tentacruel now. So we take down or use the Ice Beam. We swap to Metachan. And I'm going to go ahead and go for these power-up punches, because I want to try to ramp up my damage to fight against the Skarmory. So he is probably going to go for an Acid Spray here. So I'm not going to shield. It is Acid Spray, which is going to weaken my defenses, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and go for another power-up punch just to continually ramp my damage. And he's going to probably get another Acid Spray off here any second. He does get another Acid Spray, so we're going to go ahead and shield this. Just because I want to have some health to be able to fight the Skarmory real quick to get off a charge move. So we're going to go straight for Ice Punch, because it's going to be doing some nice damage. As you can see there, because I've been powering up, it does a lot of damage. We're going to go ahead and let Metachan go down, though, because remember, we still have Azumarill and we still have a shield. So we're just going to go for that Ice Beam right here, and this should be able to KO the Skarmory. So GG's. Very well fought. Let's go ahead and move into the next fight. Alright, so waiting for the battle to load, which is okay. But here we go. We're diving right in, and I'm leading with Tentacruel this time. Now my Tentacruel has Acid Spray and Blizzard. I might switch it around to Acid Spray and Hydro Pump, but need to get some TMs for that. But we're just going to try to go for this Acid Spray, but he bails out of there. Whatever he has coming in, which is Melmetal, we're going to Acid Spray, and then we're going to Hot Swap to Metachan, because his defenses are down. We have counter. This is going to be doing a lot of damage. Now he has a Thunderbolt coming in here. I'm deciding not to shield. It is going to do some decent damage, but I want to save my shields. So now we have a Metachan with a ton of energy stored up. We're going to go right for a power-up punch to ramp up our damage. It is a Azumarill. So we're going to go ahead and get this power punch up, power-up punch off. We're going to go for Ice Punches now to try to do some nice neutral damage. It actually does resisted damage, my bad. But that's alright. We're going to go for another power-up punch here, just to get the Azumarill as low as we can. So we do get it pretty low. We're not going to shield here. We're going to let Metachan go down. And now we're going to bring in the Tentacruel, who's going to try to get energy stored up for the next Pokemon. We're not going to shield this right here. It's going to be an Ice Beam, which is not going to do a lot of damage. Now we have a ton of stored energy. We're going to go right into Acid Spray on this Altaria. And then we're going to try to go for this Blizzard here. But I don't think I'm going to make it, so I'm going to try to go for the Acid Spray, but we're going to forego shields. Remember, we have a Azumarill who has 2 shields ready to go, and he has 2 shields as well, but because of the fact that I got an Acid Spray off to lower the defenses, my Azumarill is going to be able to do some work as long as I shield these Sky attacks. We're going to go ahead and get an Ice Beam off, but he is going to shield it because he does have 2 shields. And now it's just a race to Ice Beam and Sky attacks. So I might beat him here on the play, but he does get it off before me, so we're just going to shield instantly. Then I'm going to get my Ice Beam off, and he is going to shield instantly. And now we're off to the races for the final charge move. But thankfully, my Azumarill, being very tanky, is going to die to his Sky attack, but we are going to get the Ice Beam first because Bubble has a very nice EPT, which is energy per turn. So we go ahead and take round 2. Now, going into round 3, we are going to lead with Azumarill, and he leads with Skarmory. So this is an okay fight for us, but not as favorable, right? Skarmory does have a chance to win, especially if I decide to forego shields. But we're just going to go straight for Ice Beams here to try to force some shields on him or do some decent damage. We do get the first shield. Now, he's storing a ton of energy right now. He's going to go into the Sky attack. We're not going to shield this right here, but it does do a decent amount of damage as you guys saw right here. So we're going to go ahead and get another Ice Beam off. He doesn't shield, so it brings him down pretty low, which is what I'm hoping for because my other 2 Pokemon are weak to Skarmory. So we're going to go ahead and shield the Sky attack, and I'm going to go for that second Ice Beam, hopefully to either A, finish him off, or B, get his second shield to set my team up really well. So we do finish him off, so now I can see what Pokemon he has coming in. It's going to be a Lantern. So we're going to try to go for this Play Rough, right, to either burn a shield or do some decent damage. So we do a decent chunk of damage, and the Azumarill does go down, but now we're going to go into Tropius, doing super effective damage with that Razor Leaf. It's going to hurt. He comes into Metachan. I switch to Metachan as well because I want to save my Tropius for his Lantern. Now we're just going to be going back and forth with power-up punches and ice punches. So I'm going to go ahead and get a power-up punch off here just to start ramping up my damage, and the fact that I have a little bit more health than him is very favorable to me. I'm not going to shield again. I'm saving that shield for Tropius. And this time we're going to go for an Ice Punch. We're going to overstore some energy. We're going to go for this Ice Punch. Let's see if he shields. He doesn't decide to shield, and it does a ton of damage. We're still not going to shield. We're saving that shield for our Tropius. And now we're just going to be killing each other at the exact same time. So now I have Tropius coming in versus his Lantern. I'm going to go ahead and shield the Thunderbolt here, and then we're just going to finish off the round with Razor Leaf because it just hit so hard. So GG's. All right, moving into the 4th round. We are going to lead. Let's see what we lead with in this game. We're going to lead with Tentacruel again, right? But it's against Lantern, which is not so good. But it is Water Gun Lantern, but I'm going to go ahead and switch right away into Metachan because I want to start building up some Power Punch damage. And he is going to bring in Skarmory. Now Skarmory is going to be one of the counters to Metachan, but Metachan has a chance to fight back, especially if he doesn't decide to shield because of Power Up Punch. It ramps up your damage so much that it's going to start forcing shield. So I'm going to go ahead and shield this Sky attack here because I can take this Skarmory down pretty low, and we're just going to go straight for that Ice Punch. So we do get the Ice Punch off here, and let's see if it gets the shield. It does burn the shield, so he is completely out of shields now, which is completely fine. We're going to go into, first of all, we're going to let the timer go down, and then we're going to go into Azumarill to soak these Sky attacks. So we go ahead and soak one Sky attack. And we're just going to start storing as much energy as we can right here. Hopefully he doesn't get another sky attack off, which he doesn't. Now, he is going to bring in Lantern. I try to switch. The switch doesn't go through, so I'm going to have to shield this Thunderbolt. And then we're going to go into a Play Rough to try to do a nice chunk of damage because he isn't shielded. And then I'm going to swap into Tentacruel so that he can soak the next Thunderbolt. All right? So we swap into Tentacruel so he can soak the Thunderbolt. It is still going to do a ton of damage, but we are going to be able to get this Acid Spray off to finish off the Tentacruel, which is really nice. Or to finish off the Lantern, I should say. We are Tentacruel. Now he brings in Metachan. And we have a Play Rough ready to go on Azumarill. This is going to be doing super effective damage. And now it's just a race to Ice Beam, right? So he's going to get a power-up punch off right here. And now it's a race to Ice Beam for the finish. And, oof, don't get it. He gets the power-up punch, and this is going to be just enough to finish us off. So GG's right there. Very well played. All right, now moving into the final game. We're going to go ahead and lead with Tentacruel again versus his Metachan. And we're going to try to get off this Acid Spray as quickly as we can so that his Metachan does have a lower defense. But he bails out just in time. And he brings in his Skarmory. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Acid Spray to start weakening down its defenses. So we do get the Acid Spray off. And we're going to switch into Azumarill. Because Azumarill is going to be able to take his Sky attacks without me having to burn shields. And we're going to be able to get possibly 1 or 2 shields out with these Ice Beams. And the Bubble's going to be doing some nice damage because he does have 2 lower defense. So we go ahead and get off the Ice Beam. It takes him down very low. So we're going to go ahead, not shield here, soak this Sky attack again. And then we're going to finish him off with Bubbles. And then now we have some nice energy for the next Pokemon that is coming in. So we're going to go straight into Ice Beam. It is going to be Tentacruel that does come into the fight. So Tentacruel is not going to be taking super effective damage, but the Azumarill is going to go down. And so we're going to come back in with our own Tentacruel because we do not want our Metachan to get that Acid Spray on. So we're going to let the timer go down, come into Tentacruel. We're going to go ahead and go for the Acid Spray, and we're just going to keep doing Acid Spray to try to finish off his Tentacruel. Because our Poison Jab is just going to be doing some nice damage. He is going to get another move off. We're not going to shield. It's probably going to be Acid Spray. It is Acid Spray. And we're going to go ahead and get our own off again. Just keep throwing it out there. And we're not going to switch. But we do get a shield, which is nice. So now we have shield advantage. We're not going to shield this right here. It is a Hydro Pump. All right. So now we bring in Metachan. And we are going to get this power-up punch, or he dies before we get the power-up punch off, but his Metachan is coming in. We're going to go ahead and get our own power-up punch off. And then now we're just going to try to go for, we're going to go ahead and shield everything that he has coming in. We're not going to try to play the guessing game. We want to keep as much health as we can. And now we're just going to try to go for those ice punches. Alright, so we go for the ice punch here. He probably is going to shield. He doesn't shield though. Okay, he thought I was going to go for power-up punch. So now this is pretty much GG's. We're going to soak the power-up punch here and then finish off with the power-up punch and then a final fast attack to finish off the game. So GG. I hope you guys enjoyed those fights. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about regionals, what teams you guys are preparing. And be sure to smash that like button, guys. And like always, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.